馬県主催グローバル指導人プレゼンアワード2024を始めさせていただきます。
なんで英語を勉強するのか、もう理由たった一つですよね。自由になるためです。自由になるために英語を勉強すると。だって英語できるだけで皆さんの人生の選択肢広がるじゃないですか。それだけでも皆さんがまずここにいる意味があるということを申し上げておきたいというふうに思います。
The Yumome show is very popular among foreign tourists.
Also, Takasaki City is always filled with the sounds of street musicians.
やり取りとか、あとジェスチャーとかも素晴らしくて、非常に生き生きとして良かったと思います。
Gunma is located in the center of Japan.
In English, hito means secluded hot springs.
Also, the quality of the finished raw silk was very high.
Hey, interesting. We've learned another Japanese word.
We will give a presentation about Gunma-chan with Jomo Karta. Those people play Jomo Karta, they know Gunma's charms.
Gunma is home to Kusatsu Onsen Hot Springs Resort.
Tourists from abroad may find meat dishes unbelievably tasty.
素敵な浴衣姿、そしてとっても元気なプレゼンでとっても魅了されながら聞いておりました。
We too love music and belong to the guitar club at our school.
Our high school's brass band is known as one of the best in Japan.
Sukiyaki is a Japanese traditional dish. Japanese people eat it on special days.
Gunma is focusing on promoting sukiyaki as its selling point.
It left on me as I am now very hungry, so thank you.
Isn't it? Kento, I have a question. What comes up to your mind when you think about Gunma?
With famous Japanese historians and traditional Japanese card games.
Today, we are going to share the melody line from Gunma to the world.
Other prefecture come to Gunma to enjoy the melody line.
準グランプリははにわーずのお二人です。おめでとうございます。
Hello, we areはにわーず.
I'm Satoru.
And I'm Sedai. First, look at this video. Today, we are here.
Yes.
And oh, what are these?
I think they are kofun.
Yes. What do you know about kofun, Satoru?
Yes, kofun are huge graves of ancient kings.
That's right. During kofun period, a lot of kofun were constructed in Gunma.
Yes, also I know haniwa, and haniwa are clay figures placed on the top of coffin to protect the dead. By the way, the audience here might be thinking, why are we talking about coffin when Gunma has many other great things to talk about, like hot springs?
Don't worry about it. Today, in our presentation, we will talk about main two values of kofun in Gunma, historical and cultural. First, let me talk about historical values of kofun in Gunma using three of my favorite kofun as examples. In kofun period, Gunma prospered as a center of eastern Japan, so there are many historical materials around Gunma. Then, my third favorite is Tenjin-yama Kofun. It is the largest in eastern Japan.
210 meters, then the length is greater than the height of this building.
That's right. My second favorite is Mitsuya Kofun. Look, the shape is octagonal and it is very rare.
How cool. I'd like to be buried in such a grave.
Lastly, my favorite is Kannon-yama Kofun, which is famous for its luxury grave goods.
Yes, the funeral chamber is large enough to stand in.
This is the grave goods found in this chamber. Interestingly, these designs came from China and Korea.
So Gunma may have been interacted with foreign countries.
Yes.
By the way, no. Additionally, as this shows, I think haniwa is also one of the most important elements of kofun in Gunma.
Yes. Look, these are some of my favorite haniwa found in Gunma. I especially like this bird.
Yes, it's very cute, but if you look closely, you can see that the bird is holding a fish in its mouth.
Yes. Now, let's move on. Today, next, we will talk about cultural value of kofun in Gunma. Kofun has been loved and conserved by local people, So it is rooted into our lives as a special object of faith and spiritual home.
We visited Shoenji Temple, which is located in front of a coffin called Shoenji Coffin. We interviewed the priest, one of the priests, and he said he used to pray around the coffin, and there is a small shrine at the top of coffin.
There are so many other coffins which have a small shrine at the top, or which is located next to the temple. Coffins have been loved by people and have been regarded as a special object of faith.
Also, I think coffin plays a role of nature close at hand, because most of it are covered with trees or grass. Actually, one of my friends would often collect insects at coffin.
Last but not least, in coffin period, so many people in Gunma worked together to construct so many and big coffins without using these useful machines.
Even today, I think people in Gunma are working together every day, so the spirit of coffin construction has been adapted.
In conclusion, coffin in Gunma has both historical and cultural values, and these are attractions that Gunma should be proud of to the world.
Beautiful nature, hot spring, delicious foods are all great, but why don't we focus my attention on coffin? Thank you for listening.
とても面白いプレゼンテーションありがとうございました。最初 Google マップから入って導入部にあれを使って非常に我々引き込まれやすくて非常に面白かったです。
グランプリはポニーバディーズのお二人です。おめでとうございます。
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our Daruma presentation. So, imagine you're visiting Japan. You have a few more days left before you travel back home, and some friends of yours ask you to get them souvenirs. You want to be original, rather than going with the typical ones like sake. As you walk, you see a red round doll in one of the shop's windows. Now you've come across one of the most iconic items you can ever find.
First of all, let me thank you all for coming here today. Please allow us to introduce ourselves.
I'm Daisy Misaki Finlay, and I'm Japanese-Canadian.
And I'm Eileen Nozaki, and I was born and raised in Annaka. So, what do you imagine when you think of Japan? Is it sushi? Well, today, we'll be talking about darumas. So by end of this presentation, you will be able to be a daruma master, understanding the mysterious and unknown details of daruma and what makes it so special.
Daruma are typically round, hollow, and made of paper mache, and often have a distinctive design with no arms or legs, and a face that features large blank eyes. At this point, I think you all found out how familiar daruma is to our daily lives and how this culture has adapted to this region. So, going on to the main topic, we are here to talk about our hometown Takasaki, which is renowned for its original daruma.
So, it is said that Takasaki daruma making was started by a man called Tomogoro Yamagata in Toyooka village more than 200 years ago. In 1933, it was designated as the traditional craft of Gunma Prefecture. In addition, in 2006, it was registered as the first trademark of the prefecture. Darumas are typically red. Red has the meaning of family safety and amulet. However, recent darumas are not just red. Some are rainbow and some are gold. Each color has a different meaning, so we can pick one depending on our wishes.
So, the eyebrows. It describes a dignified face that demonstrates strong power in a mort. However, did you know that daruma's eyebrows are shaped like cranes? And the beard. It signifies strong spiritual power. It's also very interesting to know that the beards are shaped like turtles.
I think you all have been wondering why these dolls have the blank eyes. It is so that the owner can open its eyes. Daisy will show us how to do it. Calm down, facing your daruma. and make a wish. Then draw its left eye with ink as if you're tracing your wish. After you have spent the year safely or your wish have been granted, fill in the other eye with gratitude.
After learning all these facts about Daruma, we have come to realize that we've got to experience it ourselves. That's why we visited Daruma's native place, Daimonya in Andaka City, Gunma.
Here, we joined a painting experience program in which we drew eyebrows and beards on doll and made our own unique Daruma. The staff there told us that the most important thing is to put your heart into the process rather than worrying about the beautiful finish.
How was it like stepping into the world of Daruma? Isn't it a lot more intriguing than you first expected? For the last step of becoming Daruma masters, visit Gunma and make your one and only Daruma in the world. Thank you.
とても最高だったと思います。で、取材もちゃんと自分の足を運んで行かれていて、本当に素晴らしいプレゼンでした。
今日までたくさん練習してきたので、準グランプリ取ることができてとても嬉しいです。
インディアナ州にはたくさんの日本企業があって、僕らに馴染みのあるスバルという自動車工場もあったりするので、その視察はとても楽しみにしています。
すごく頑張って練習もしてきて、プレゼンの資料も作ったり、2人でお互いの家に行ったりとかして頑張ったのでとても嬉しいです。
一番はお父さんです。小さい頃から英語を教えてもらって、家では必ず英語を話してたんですけど、そんな努力というか日々の楽しい時間の中でもこういうところで発揮できたことにとても感謝しています。
小学校の時にミシガン州に住んでいて、ちょうどインディアナ州のちょっと上で一回行ったことあるんですけど、またこうやって戻ることもできてすごく嬉しいです。インディアナ州の高校生と交流できたらいいなと思います。
あと私は人とコミュニケーションを取ることも大好きで、アメリカに行き、たくさんの人と出会い、もちろん多様なバックグラウンドを持つ方と、少しでも会話をしたり交流できたら嬉しいです。
ありがとうございます。頑張ってください。
ありがとうございました。